So, passion. Why do I want to do this so very badly? Why was I willing to stake my meager remaining savings to start this company and really make the best effort to make these teas? Well, the thing is, more and more I realize that there are tons of people who they're not sick, they're not dying, there's nothing, they don't have cancer, they're not, it's not dire situation, but there are lots of people who just aren't in great health. There's something that's preventing them from just really enjoying life. And for a lot of people it's a back problem. For a lot of people it's a sleeping problem. It might be a stomach problem. You might have like the beginnings of an ulcer and not know it. There's a lot of things like that a really healthy lifestyle can do. And by really healthy lifestyle, I mean formal exercise, getting a massage or acupuncture or, doing the kinds of things that your body needs to stay in good shape and to feel really good. The things that happen before you get sick, the wellness things, before you're going to the doctor saying, I have this spot, or I have this pain, or whatever. So if you've got these spots and these pains and whatever, and the doctor's saying, I can't help you, and, maybe you should be exercising 3 to 4 times a week, maybe you should be getting a massage, maybe you should go to the chiropractor. For those of us who don't have the ability or the inclination to do those things, and let me just say, do all of those things if you can do them. But I get that, hard-working people, who physically use their bodies to get through their workday and society, well, okay, that's another story. People who use their physical body to earn their dollars and come home and bring a meager living to their family do not have the extra money or the inclination to then go to the gym and work out or whatever. If you spent 10 hours a day farming, you're probably going to hurt and you're probably not going to want to go for a run. You might not even really have it in you to take a bath. But I bet your wife will make you a cup of tea. And you can drink this tea close to bedtime because it's some powerful stuff. But you can drink this tea, you can lay down and go to sleep. And in the morning, you're going to stretch and that spot is going to pop. You're going to feel great. And then you're going to do it all over again. Yeah, until the weekend. But I want everybody to have the opportunity to feel better, than they already do. You don't need to be sick and, needing a doctor kind of sick to need this tea. This tea is for people who there are already lots of people who know about herbal tea and know about medicinal tea and drink it all of the time because they know how much better it's going to make you feel. My goal is to reach out to the people who don't already have that knowledge and make it really, really simple and easy and painless to figure out what kind of tea you need in the first place, to feel comfortable that what you're drinking is not some weird thing you've never heard of. It's something you can afford. That's part of the reason I keep it simple, is so that, it's not $20 for a cup of tea. Simple, effective, delicious tea that anybody can access. Anybody can go on the website and read and say, oh, this sounds like the stomach problem I'm having. Let me try this tea and see if it helps. And it may not help, but so far it's helped everybody. It's worth $8 to find out if it's going to help you, versus putting a bunch of chemicals in your body that make you feel worse or that you're going to be dependent on for the rest of your life. It's really hard for me to explain in words. But when I'm doing the research for these things and when I'm realizing, and I don't want to give any examples because I don't really want to give away a whole lot, but cinnamon. Okay, cinnamon. It's something you have in your house probably already. Guess what? It lowers cholesterol. It's good for your stomach. It does 10,000 things. Actually, hang on. I have these little note cards because everything does so many different things. And this thing keeps trying to turn off. Let's just see. Cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon. I'm not using cinnamon for anything that I'm developing right now, but it is in the stomach tea. And cinnamon. Jeez. Okay, rosemary then. Okay, rosemary. If you have a garden, you probably have rosemary. If you ever cook Italian food, probably have rosemary, okay? Now, am I suggesting that you go to your spice cupboard and get out the little thing that you bought for 99 cents that has been sitting in there for years and try to use that as a medicinal tea for yourself? No, I'm not. Okay? But this is the same thing. Its antecedent is the same. It came from the same place. Okay, rosemary. Now, I separate my little cards out into different things. I really try to focus on Native American cures, just because I want things to be as local as possible. I want them to be things that you've heard of before. And so if we focus on things that are native to the U.S., the things that the Native Americans would have been using, then a lot of the stuff is going to be more familiar to you. Now, some things are really great and not from here. Like, I can't find cinnamon that's grown in the U.S., but cinnamon's awesome. We're still going to use that. But we're going to try to focus on things that the Native Americans use. So, there's a lot of scientific research that tells us different things about, that have looked into these. Some herbs haven't been looked into. Other herbs have been extensively studied for their medicinal effects. And even though the FDA hasn't said, okay, this is good for this is good for that, there have been scientific studies, actual research that tells you these things. So, rosemary, okay? It's antispasmodic, antidepressive, antimicrobial, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial. It statistically improves your memory. Like, they can actually show that it has a positive effect on your ability to remember things. And it has anti-cancer properties for some types of cancer. When I say anti-cancer, you might just think, oh, cancer's cancer. No, it usually goes into usually like a system. So like reproductive health. Your reproductive areas all usually have the same sort of. We're not going to get into all that. But the point is, all of those things that I said, antispasmodic. It's going to make your muscles relax. Okay? Antidepressive. Improves your mood. Right? Okay. All those things have been scientifically proven to be true of rosemary. Something we've all heard of. But did you know all that about rosemary? No, you didn't. How do I know you didn't? Because you didn't. Right? I mean, who tells you these things? You would think there would be a huge thing on the TV news. Rosemary has 10 positive health benefits. No. You didn't hear that on the news. Why? Because the medical industry, we're not going to get into all that, because that's not what this is about. What this is about is making simple, effective, delicious cures that you can drink, you can take with you to work, everything will make you feel better, it's accessible, you can afford it, I can make it for you, it's a beautiful thing. So, okay, kind of all over